All right, so we just had the Zenless Zone Zero 2.2 live stream, and with that, we also have the survey for version 2.1. So even though I haven't actually opened Zenless for the past couple weeks, we're gonna fill out the survey today with what I played so far of the version, give my overall thoughts here about 2.1 and about the game in general. So let's get right into it here. How do I feel overall about the current version of the game? I'm gonna say neutral. Like, it's not that anything is like particularly bad, but like I mentioned earlier on stream here, I feel like I've been enjoying other games and other things more right now. So I haven't really been playing Zenless like that. And especially in the second half of the patch. Like first half, like, you know, there was the summer event, there was the main story. I was keeping up with my like Shiyu and Deadly Assault. So there was that, but other than that though, it hasn't really been like as exciting compared to other things I've been doing and other games I've been playing. All right, how do you feel about the following game content in the current version? So for graphics and art, focusing on characters, enemies, scenes. Let me also make my webcam a little smaller. I honestly, for characters, enemies, and scenes, they're solid. Like, I'm definitely gonna do somewhat satisfied for sure. Music and sound effects. Yeah, music is always a banger for Zenless. We're gonna do somewhat satisfied though. And then story content, story animation, text, lore presentation. So there's some things that are good, and there's some things that kind of drag, right? I'm gonna say neutral just to be on the safe side for that, because something like there's some things that are good. Like they definitely cook in some parts, but then there's other parts where I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about this, to be honest. Like, let's see now, combat experience, flow of combat, skills, enemies. I feel like combat's fine. Like, they consistently are like trying to add new mechanics, like the miasma is a thing that they're working with and like applying to older enemies as well in some game modes, which is cool. The hollow exploration experience, such as collecting resources, solving puzzles, Marcel files, etc., excluding combat. I feel like the exploration is fine, honestly. Like, I feel like it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. And the only time I think the exploration was kind of trash, outside of TVs, of course, was I would say 2.0, because there were a ton of like tutorials and stuff like that, but in 2.1 it was a lot better. Temple management. Honestly, I'm not going to enter this one because I just did the tutorial and have not touched the temple management since, so I'm not going to weigh in for that. Upgrading experience for leveling up, upgrading engines, upgrading drive discs. I feel like that's fine, especially drive discs. I don't know why, but even though the gear systems are pretty similar across the like 3 Hoyo games, I feel like getting drive discs from crafting feels a lot better than crafting in like Honkai Star Rail. I don't know why it is, but it feels like it's better. Like, at least in my experience. It could be different for other people, but I'm gonna say somewhat satisfied for that. And then city exploration. I feel like that's fine. I don't really do anything super crazy when it comes to exploration. I mainly am a combat guy when it comes to the games in general. Which of the following is closest to your opinion of the volume of content in the current version? I wish Honkai Star Rail would ask this question, because I have insane thoughts about that because of what they've been doing. But I would say it's just right, because a decent amount of the Zenless events are small, right? Like, they usually have like one big event, like how this version they had the like summer event. Next version with the live stream, it looks like they're gonna do like the Bangbu like tower defense assessment event, which will be a bit of a longer event, not as long as the summer one, but I feel like content wise it is just right, because outside of that event the events are pretty short. So either very short or like doing one thing a day for a few days. How do you feel about the volume of content in the current version? Stories, quests, events, gameplay. I would say somewhat satisfied. Like, yeah, I think the volume is fine, in all honesty. How do you feel about the amount of time and energy you need to spend on the game content in the current version? I'll do somewhat satisfied. I think like if I was keeping up with it more, I would have most of the events done, because a good amount of them you can, you know, bang through pretty quickly. So I feel like it's fine in all honesty. And also with like, you know, making good decisions on your account and everything, and having an account for a while, for at least in my perspective, being able to just, if you have to miss out on an event, like one of the smaller events, it's not a big deal. Like, I've missed out on several like small events, and I still have had no problem pulling several characters and being able to clear endgame and all that. So I feel like it's fine. You don't have to do every event, in all honesty. What's your opinion of the combat difficulty of this version? I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Nothing's too difficult in Zenless, to be honest. It's not a hard game. once you get your feet wet with the mechanics, it's not a hard game. At your current stage in the game, how do you feel about your in-game goals? I'll say somewhat clear. I mean, I'm pretty much just building up characters at this point as I get them to continually clear Shiyu and Deadly Assault. Oh, agent trust system. I'm gonna be honest, this might be a hot take because I'm someone who doesn't usually care for like these kinds of mechanics in games over like combat mechanics and things like that. I have not liked the trust system since they added the quality, the whole like quality time going on like dates with the characters. I have not touched the trust system since they dropped that, because I was like, it definitely was a lot easier with the previous trust system, where it's kind of just like you like send the character a text, it puts you into a scenario, you just click through it for like a minute, and then the trust rank goes up. Like, it was a lot simpler, which I prefer. So I'm gonna put somewhat dissatisfied, but I can also understand why people would like the system, because I know there's so many people that like different like immersive kind of things. It's just not for me. How do you feel about the following gameplay experiences in the current version? Let's see. So Hollow Zero is cool. I do like that they have like the like mode specific moves for characters, so we do love to see that. And I like that like what they did for Ellen, they made her they took her moves from the Hollow Zero stuff and they actually implemented some of it into her like buffed kit, so we do love to see that. All right, so for Shiyu defense, both Shiyu and Deadly Assault, I'm gonna say somewhat satisfied. Honestly, like the end game is super chill for Zenless, and the one thing I do want to praise them on for Deadly Assault is, and I've been praising this mode for this the entire time since it dropped, you don't have to get a full clear to get all the polychromes, which I think is really good for players. Because even if you have two really good teams to get the 6 stars, that's all you need for polychromes. You don't even have to try the third boss if you want to get all the polychromes. So that is really a cool thing as well. So we do love to see that. All right, so how do you feel about in-game bonuses and rewards in the current version? Zenless is pretty good with their rewards, in all honesty, because they give us a 10 pull for characters and they give us a 10 pull for Bang Boos, which, since I really only go for one copy of the new Bang Boos, I still have like 300 Boopons just sitting there on my account. So yeah, like rewards are fine. Plus they always give us like the tuners and everything, and like a bunch of the other like resources as well. So I feel like rewards are fine. How do I feel about performance optimization in the current version? Oh, it's fine. Like I'll say somewhat satisfied, because I'm sure people run into issues, but that's usually probably because they have a trash computer or whatnot. So game security, I mean, I haven't had any kind of security issues, so I feel like it's fine. How willing are you to continue playing Zenless Zone Zero? We already touched on this because I have not logged into Zenless before today for the past like 2 weeks. And it's not that Zenless Zone Zero is doing anything wrong, in my opinion. It's just that I've been more locked in on other things. I've been playing Star Rail with the update that came out recently. I've been playing Uma Musume. I've honestly been kind of slacking on Dokkan too, because those are like my main games with Zenless. And then also I've just been busy with like work and stuff like that. So because of that, like I'm definitely gonna say somewhat willing, for sure. Because it's not a thing of like the game is doing something wrong, right? But I'm also not super locked in right now to put completely willing. But I feel like I can get back to that point. We'll have to see what happens once my schedule frees up a little bit more. But I think right now I'm at a somewhat willing stage. How would I rate the Hoyoverse company as a whole? Games are fun. Some decisions are questionable. So honestly, I'm gonna just put a neutral. Like some decisions are questionable. And honestly, the reason I'm putting neutral doesn't even fully like link to Zenless. Honestly, it's linked to some things with Honkai Star Rail. Like some of the decisions they made over there are just like, I don't know, man. All right, I did not do this event because I only did the main story and the the summer resort event. So yeah, we did not do this event. What have I played before? Yeah, I played Genshin before. I played Star Rail, or I play Star Rail daily. So what have I still been playing in the past month? Just Star Rail, because Genshin is not it. Well, Genshin's not it, but people are kind of hyping up this whole 6.0 update. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll peek into Genshin a little bit if things are kind of dry. But do you have any other comments or suggestions for Zenless Zone Zero? So I would probably say, let's think about it. Let's talk it out first before I actually type it in. Like, my place with Zenless Zone Zero right now, like I've said a couple times already, it's not something of like, oh, the game is doing something poorly. Specifically poorly, that I don't agree with. It's just that I've been locked in on other things more. So I feel like the only suggestion I have in mind is to try to create a new mode or gameplay experience that can stand out from other gacha games even more. Many people, myself included, play several gacha games, and if ZZZ does not continue to innovate, people will prioritize the other games that are innovating. I feel like that's like the simplest, best way I can put it, because I think Zenless needs something that can stand out 100%. I definitely think they need something that can stand out. But that is the survey there. I'd love to see what you all think about Zenless with the survey and everything in the comments down below. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But with that, everyone, I will see you all next time.